Okay, the time is now 7 o'clock. I'd like to call this Selectmen Board of Selectmen meeting order to August 11th, and ask you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Roll call.
Thank you, Board.
Item C, approved meeting minutes from the special board of selectmen meeting from 8/5/2025 and regular meeting 7/28/25.
Make a motion to approve both meeting minutes for 8/5 and 7/28/25.
I will abstain from 7/28. I was at the 8/5, so.
Okay, those I will definitely second. Which one did you not make?
7,
Could you just second both of them?
I can second
yeah, you
both.
can let go of my just.
I can second both. All in favor say aye to the 7/28.
Aye.
Aye. 8/5.
Aye.
Thank you. All right, public comment. Anybody here from the public wish to speak tonight?
Tom Zinglitz, Plainfield Village. Just a thought, some of us saw the update today on the Facebook page about the trash burning plant, the petition that's available. Thought, because not everybody follows closely the town Facebook page, it might be wise to maybe mention it, maybe under other, I don't know if that was intended. But just to give a brief explanation for those who watch the video of what are the difference between the two petitions and what exactly is signing it going to do in the future.
I can follow that up very quickly. Thank you, Tom, for that. The idea is that as the state of Connecticut is working to go to the site council eventually, there are the two meetings that will be happening. The first meeting would be at probably the town, and the second meeting will probably be at the State House. So those are why the two separate forms to sign. It gives the energy plant notice that we are looking to speak at that meeting and therefore have representation. So that's what those are for. We don't know when that will occur because we don't know when their actual application is going to be forwarded in. But it gives the opportunity for the town of Plainfield to speak, and we have representation there. We're still in the search for, we think we might have found someone from Halloran and Sage who is a air quality and land specialist, and that would help us out. There's a long way to go between now and then. There'll probably have to be a public hearing eventually from the town to say what happens if we go forward, how much money could we expend for legal services. So that has a long way to go. In the meantime, there's other things that are happening now. I think there's a CT0 for tomorrow's 1 o'clock Zoom meeting. Those people who are interested and want to be part of it. If you just want to sit there and listen, that's great because you're going to get more information that way. But that's what that petition is for. I have copies of the petition right beside Lisa's desk, and you just come in and sign off. All we're asking for is a signature, printed name, and your address.
How long will that be there?
Well, I'm going to talk to the attorney about that tomorrow, so we're going to say it's going to be for at least a month. Yep. I'll give updates as we go on that, but definitely if anybody's interested, that's where it will be. Anybody else from the public? Thank you, Tom. Item E, old business. We have two items in old business. One is to review the 3 proposed ordinances and for the second readings.
I reviewed the video before. We didn't read them the first time.
Yeah, I gave them out to everybody. You have them in your packet.
I do have them, but reading, isn't it reading so the public can know what's in those ordinances?
They have access to those ordinances. I think our reporter over here has already asked for access. Anybody that would like to just send a message and we'll send it to them. So it's public information.
I'm not saying it's not public information, but I think they're important and I think they should be read at a meeting and should be official notes.
Yep. I mentioned that before. We're still working on ordinance 143. 143 is talking about an ordinance concerning hawking, peddling, soliciting, and vending. We've had some issues in the past where this old ordinance is 73. The new ordinance you'd like to propose is 143. So I'll be generic in how I phrase this because there's a lot of work to do. 143 changes it so that everybody has to go through a process. The old ordinance 73 was only people from out of town had to go through the whole process of going to the police station, fingerprinting, background check. This ordinance says that all, whether you're from out of town or in town. So it equalizes it, puts it a fair play for everybody. But there's also some other things that we found out as we're going through this, like after, there was a discussion on what other towns do. I can give you some generic information if you don't mind. I can share with you what I found. We had a sub-meeting. We've been having some sub-meetings, like Diane, town clerk, Mario, police chief, and I have been sitting down talking about it. And we were talking about requirements, certificate of insurance, background checks, obviously, and where you could have items on town property or not. Because we're really concerned, obviously, for town properties where you could have do that in front. But there's also something that came up during that discussion. What happens if, hypothetical, here in the town hall, you're going to have a craft fair, and that craft fair, you don't want every single crafter to pay in other words, $100 fee at a time. But you don't want them to all pay the fee, hardly even making $100 in some of those. So, and by the way, it's a 1-year license. But there's something there for a gathering ordinance where the actual person who's running the program would actually pay the fee, and they can get maybe $5 or $10 from each of the vendors. I don't know, but we're looking at other towns and how they do it. They call it a special event permit. So we're looking at that right now. So we just started reviewing it, and I think that's something we definitely have to.
Because the wordage on what you handed me has selling and bartering. So bartering can be a couple of different things. And I would hate to have someone who's going to be on Facebook Marketplace have to pay $100 to swap, to sell something to someone. And also,
But you wouldn't do that through. That would not be covering the money.
well, it's bartering.
Well, I know, but that's physical bartering on site, not through Facebook.
Okay. The other thing is, we talked about this a couple months ago, and the part about, it does say in here under 18 years old. But my concern with that would be that, again, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, all of the people in town like that, the youth field, Little League and all that. But the thing that concerns me is we have persons under 18 years of age, and again, you said this is a fluid document.
Yeah, we're still working on it.
Yes, it's a fluid document. So, I mean, and some of the things are persons under the age of 18 years old, which would cover little Boy Scouts and that type of thing. That being said, there has to be adults with them. So you see my concern with that? If the adults are with them,
They're making their application to the Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts, which then has to be reviewed by the chief.
for children under 18 years old, even though there's an adult with them. Again, it's a fluid document.
Yep.
I understand.
That's why I'm asking for the chief's input, because he's the one having to verify.
We're just putting this out there and not acting upon it in
Not
any
yet.
way, shape, or form? Okay. All right.
And this is another reason, Peg, I think reading it to the public,
Yes.
we've given them more information that might be taken out or added to.
Right, so I think the
And you're not giving
final document
right
that we
information.
decide on, at the end,
That
that should
would
be,
be-
that would be the first reading,
Right.
second reading, that type of thing. All right.
And I'll
Well, final
engineer,
draft anyway.
yeah, this is a draft.
This is a
Yeah.
draft.
And the second one, we can go right to the second one, which is open burn ordinance, 144, proposed. This gives the fire marshal more credence to be able to monitor what goes on with fires. Remember last year, we had a hard time with the red, what they call a red flag a day, where it was, you don't want to burn, and someone just does it what they want. Well, this gives better standing for the fire marshal to make sure that they have a violation or not.
This open burn ordinance is very well done. I don't have any consideration.
So again, we'll be generic on that one, we'll be generic on the next one. The animal, the right to farm comes from the different group in the town of Plainfield. This is from the Ag Commission. Ag Commission is talking about how other towns have an ordinance listing that they have the right to farm. In the past, you've had people complaining about a noise or a smell or the farming, generic stuff for the farming. So this is pretty much copied from others. So they would like to be able to propose that to go forward. And again, this is the first reading or second reading. But we have more time to look at this if you'd like. So those are the three ordinances. And I think it's prudent to have more input on 143 everything's still happening on it.
All right, so when we have a first reading, we don't read it to the public during a meeting?
No, it's for the selectmen to read.
Right, okay.
Because again, it could be changed, a lot of changes going forward.
All right, then when it comes to, when we decide what's gonna be final, then
Yeah.
when we're gonna,
Yep, put it up to the public, I'll put it up online so they can have
all right,
access to
and
it.
we'll read it during the meeting?
Yep.
Okay.
And there's no slight, I mean, you would ask, I'm sorry, according to the press, you would ask for it, but it was like, I'm still trying to draft something up, and I think it's only appropriate that they know that, it's a draft, that's all it is. So, you could have printed the whole thing, and it would make it difficult for people to see it, saying, oh, this is what they're gonna do, and maybe not, like Art was saying, maybe not. So, that's the first reading for that one, second reading, sorry.
I have 2 questions on this though.
Yep,
First, because I brought this with me, general code.
yep,
It's been 6 months.
we're working on that right now.
With a review, we'll be able to review what they did. Okay, and the second question would be, these 3 ordinances, are they gonna pass through them first to look over?
Well, once they're passed by the public,
Then,
yeah,
so then they might get changed by them too.
but modifications only by small,
It's only, theirs is only wording and,
Language.
making it
you
more.
can check with Diane.
I'll
ask her.
see that when I see it.
Okay.
They do look at it first,
They should look at these
because
first.
they want to make sure it's not
It's not
redundant, or
duplication.
it's not duplicated with your other ordinances,
Right.
or
So
going
once-
against state statute,
once
so they
we-
would look at it first.
Once we come up with a final draft,
Yeah.
we should pass it by them first.
73 is gonna be the one taken away, obviously, and then the other 2 are brand new.
I'd still like to know that, we're not wasting our time
Absolutely.
passing that town meeting and then got codification, they say, oh, you gotta change this or that.
We'll look at it.
Okay.
I think that's a good idea.
All right, so if you have a chance to read through before the next meeting and have any input, if you want to send it over to Diane, maybe that would help. Okay?
Yeah, I'll read through those 2 you just,
Okay.
from the other towns.
Yeah, once we draft something for 143, I'll share that with you.
I agree with her with the burn and
Yeah, the burn was
Right,
fine,
farm
that's,
aid.
that
They're
is
pretty
very well
straightforward,
done,
yeah.
that's,
The only reason I want to put them all together, so you don't have multiple town meetings on this, is
Oh,
just
absolutely.
one.
but, like I said, I think reading them at a town meeting and
Yeah.
on the record would be the best
Yep.
way to proceed.
Item, whole business E2, consider an act on appointment of Ethics Commission for the vacant Republican seat, serving 1/6/2025 to 1/1/29. We have 2 letters of intent.
Peggy,
No,
you said you watched the last meeting,
yes,
so you saw my comments on
Yes.
ethics?
yes, and I disagree with you.
Okay. Okay.
I
But, you know,
totally,
yeah.
I think the Ethics Commission, is a need if things go awry,
Right.
or there are things that.
Well, of course it is.
Yeah.
The state has an ethics commission.
Right, you need an ethics commission just for when things, if someone should have the ability to bring a complaint forward,
Mhm.
have it heard in public,
Mhm.
whatever it is, whether it's good, bad, or different or ugly, have it heard in public, and be everybody to be open as to what it was and how it was adjudicated.
I agree, but you don't think that a local ethics commission can be biased? Because
Everybody's
everybody knows
biased,
that.
Steve,
Now,
everybody.
if you go to state, you don't know them. They don't know you.
Everybody has some kind of bias, whether it's conscious or not. It's just inherent in all of us. That being said, I think even at the local level, we need to do the best we can to make sure that the public has the ability to bring forth any concerns.
Which they always would be, whether it's local or state. They still
Right,
have
and
that
that's why you
ability.
need the ethics commission.
Yes, either way,
Either way, yes.
local or state. you
Whether,
need an
I
ethics.
need them
Of
in
course.
both for that reason.
So you look for a motion?
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to put Don Van Cedarfield on the ethics commission.
We had 2 of them. Are we just looking for one position?
Yep.
It's the last position.
Yep, and we have two candidates.
Mhm.
For a point of discussion, I'll second. Any other discussion at this time?
So if you put Dawn on, that automatically cancels out Patty's now.
because there's only one spot left.
So I'm taking it's on the one you want. I think I'm going to abstain from both of them because
Okay. Motion is made in second. All in favor say aye.
Aye?
Aye. Against? Abstain.
they,
Okay, going into new business, item number one. It brought to my attention that there's so many here, I wanted just to define what happens. So I had an email from our tax assessor talking about the credits for Warren Freeman Jr. So she mentioned that on the agenda that you'll see multiple credits for Warren Freeman Jr. He's an active duty, out-of-state military man, which gets all vehicles tax exempt. That's why we see so many credits on it right now.
he's out of town, he has all these vehicles?
Out-of-state military.
Yep.
Can I hit you with the two corrections?
Okay.
The first one
Yep.
should be 1841.
Okay.
I'm going to pull it up. Okay?
Yep.
I have it as the first one. Okay, it's right there.
Backwards. Yep.
1841,
1841. Yep.
not 7.
Okay. And the second one?
Right here, 397.20.
Yep.
It's written twice, but I only found one. You can look for yours. Maybe you have the second one, but I didn't.
Check. What was the number again? 397?
397.20, you'll be looking for
You're right, I
two of
only
them.
found the one at the top.
I looked through them all. But if you do, I'll feel better.
You had a lot.
Yeah, he has 8.
Yeah, he only has 8.
He has 8, 9, he
Yep.
just took one away.
Did
No.
you,
No,
What?
he's got 9 is what I'm looking
Oh, there's another way this side?
for. Yeah, and that's good. It was just at 397.21.
So he has 9 altogether, he has 9 vehicles.
The total
yep, new total is?
would be $2,870 and 2 cents. And then you can run through them if you like.
Sure. Phyllis A. Odo, $18.41. Kathleen Beasley, $25.10. Ed Bergeron's, $5.38. Only one of these for Warren Freeman Jr., $397.20. The rest are listed for Freeman, Warren Freeman Jr. are $33.86, $11.54, $6.13, $21.74, $4.85.30, $4.45.92, $21.62, $6.82.95, and then Lisa Jankowski, $100.18. Marilyn Green, $7.82, and the new total would be $2,870.02.
I'll make a motion to approve the tax refunds in the amount of $2,870.02.
And I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
All right?
Aye. Item number 2, discuss an act on abatement of taxes on 27 South Main. So we have a letter here from Roger Delage, the chairman of the Moosa Fire District, and it states that the Moosa Fire District respectfully requests the town of Plainfield to abate the taxes for the property located at 27 South Main in the amount of $3,144.70. The fire district took ownership of the property formerly Keystone Cleaners, April 7, 2025. Thank you for your consideration. I would agree with
100%.
Roger.
100%. I make a motion, we do a tax abatement for the Moosa Fire District from the town of Plainfield to abate taxes for property located at 27 South Main Street in the amount of $3,144.70.
I'll second.
Motion is made by Peggy, seconded by Art. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Item 3, discuss and change, for a change order for the front ramp project for the town of Plainfield. I was told there was supposed to be a change order. I have not received it, therefore we cannot act on this item. I would would respectfully ask that you add item 4 to the agenda, which is a bid for the assessor's vehicle.
I'll make a motion to add item 4 to the agenda.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 4 should be business 4. You'll see there was only one quote, one bid that came in. Yeah, so with that,
Does the assessor have a vehicle now?
the one that's got hit like 2 times over the winter and has very limited
Yes.
mobility, yeah, that's what you want to call it.
Who hit it?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Okay.
So you'll see what they have there. The initial total price was the 22, I'm sure, because that's all just the materials that go on. It's 22,995, and the company that we're looking at is McGovern, MHQ Inc. Remember, we initially put in our budget 30,000 approximate, but this is what she's looking for. So 22,995 from McGovern, MHQ Inc. Any motions?
I'll make a motion to approve the quote from McGovern, MHQ Inc. in the amount of $22,995.
I'll second it.
Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
That concludes 4. The only others that we have, I think, we did hear about what the petition was about, so that would be helpful. Just a reminder for the residents, anybody's interested, Town of Plainfield will be holding a household hazard waste day. It's the August 16th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Highway Garage. There's a list, I think it was posted on the Facebook page. Anybody coming in for their bulky waste stickers, we can be passing out one of these. It is basically talking about that collection day at the Highway Department and who can come, Plainfield household residents only. There's a list here of what you can bring. I want to just remind people that any paints that you have, that Sherwin-Williams will take 5 gallons of paint a day. So I would ask that you would consider that, because the less paint the town has to get rid of, the less we pay for the service to be done that day. Oils can be taken to the transfer station anyway, so can coolant. What else can we take? Those are some of the basic, batteries. If you're looking to get rid of a battery, they'll buy them. So again, we're trying to minimize the cost to the town of Plainfield. If you could do that, that would be very much appreciated, but it is available. What is not accepted: ammunition or gunpowder, highway or marine flares, freon bearing white goods, and any fireworks. I thought our town did all the fireworks already, but
We did.
yeah. Anyways, I do want to thank you for your time and entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
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 Thank you, 7:20.